Morning, Steve here in Chicago with the morning grain comments. Yesterday we had a big up day in the nearby July beans and meal. Kind of lifted all markets in the grains. There's a lot of rumors floating around. In April, the market started rallying because of the heavy rains in Argentina and expectations that their crops could be smaller. We still haven't seen any increase in new crop U.S. soybean export sales or soybean meal sales. So we're going to be watching that over the next few weeks to see if that has rolled over into new demand for the U.S. We also have been talking a little bit about the fact that there could be a drier and warmer summer this year. Yesterday, one forecaster talked about June and July being hot and dry across the Midwest. Again, that's speculation at best at this time, but it brought in some buying. And then finally, we are getting into some nosebleed areas as we get into options expiration. And sometimes when you see this type of price action, you wonder if somebody's short and caught short options. So we're kind of watching that too. It's interesting that the U.S. farmer is selling corn on this rally, but not selling a lot of beans. He's sold out of his 15 beans. As far as other news, ethanol futures are at the highest level since last July. We're seeing a little pickup in export demand. Wouldn't it be great if all the Chinese bought all our ethanol for their pollution problems? We also noted that crushers, despite the higher futures price, despite the fact farmers are selling corn, are continuing to bid up for the corn. So that's good news from a flat price standpoint. Weekly export sales in corn is supposed to be 1 million to 1.3 million tons. Last week we almost did 1.5 million tons. Again, we're going to watch and see if the lower Brazil crop is going to help our export demand. China tomorrow has their first reserve auction on their corn, 2 million tons. We'll see what the price is, we'll see what the quality is, and we'll see how the buying goes. Nearby soybean futures crush margins are making new highs for the move. U.S. farmer, again, is a slow seller of old crop beans. Weekly export sales, both for old and new, is supposed to be 300,000 to 500,000 tons. Last week, old crop was 556,000 tons. Estimates for the Argentine crop is dropping, quality is dropping, but we haven't seen the European meal buyer blink yet, so it's not an issue, at least to them. New crop wheat sales 300,000 to 500,000 tons. Again, it's the lagger in all this because we just have too much wheat in the world. We're going to be watching pretty closely all these rains that are moving across the southern plains. It's harvest time, and the last thing that we need is rains in the southern plains. Funds yesterday, big buyers of beans, meal, corn, a little bit smaller in oil and wheat. Continue to be big longs in the beans, small longs in the corn, and short wheat. So we really don't need to be over $11 beans and $4 corn unless there's a weather problem this year. So I would suggest farmers increase their sales at these price levels. You can always replace it with a call down the road if it gets hot and dry. As always, these are my thoughts and not those of ADM or ADM Investor Services, and have a safe and profitable trading day.